Home management interventions for multiple sclerosis. Our population or diagnosis is multiple sclerosis, which is a progressive disease of the central nervous system with varying symptoms from person to person. Symptoms can include fatigue, weakness, pain, numbness or tingling, vision problems, spasticity, pelvic floor problems, cognitive and emotional changes, and a loss of coordination over time from disrupted nerve signals. Individuals with MS often face activity or participation limitations, including limitations in work around the house, gardening outdoors, and hanging out with friends and family for longer periods of time. Our IADL in focus is home management. And as we know from the OTPF, this includes obtaining and maintaining personal and household possessions and environments like the home, yard, garden, houseplants, appliances, and vehicles, including maintaining and repairing personal possessions such as clothing and household items, and knowing how to seek help or whom to contact. Successful and safe home management is key to daily living.
For our intervention, we selected the occupational adaptation model because of its ability to address the different elements present in our client's situation. The environmental challenges are addressed as the demand for mastery within this model. Um, the client's wish to remain independent is addressed as the desire for mastery, and the client's different sensory motor function, psychosocial skills, and cognitive function are all addressed as person factors. And then obviously the goal is to facilitate an adaptive occupational response and successful independent living. So this model says that reaching that goal of an adaptive occupational response is met when the client is able to overcome an occupational challenge, and that occupational response is influenced by internal and external factors, which include the person, their roles, the occupational challenge that is presented through the press for mastery, as well as the occupational environment.
Hello, I'm Johanna, and I'm going to be your OT today.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good, thanks for asking, Evan. So, last time we discussed the need for doing some modifications around your home for increased safety and success while performing the activities that you need and want to do around your house. Is this something you would like to continue going forward with?
Definitely. Yep.
Okay.
I think it's pretty important to make some changes so that I'm able to stay at home and do what I'm doing.
Yeah, wonderful. So I brought this safe at home checklist for us to go through together to decide which areas of your home are in need of modifications. So we'll go through each area together, and then we can start to discuss some of the options for making changes around here. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. Okay, so I've got my copy here, and here's your copy of the safe at home checklist. So we're just gonna go through the front together and discuss some of the things that we could make improvements around your house on.
Sure.
Okay? All right, so something that caught my eye was this handrail condition. You had mentioned that you have a difficult time walking into your home through your front entryway.
Yeah, it was never an issue before, but obviously now with my abilities kind of changing, we never had a handrail, but it might be a good idea now.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe you want to check mark that, and we can discuss options there. And then interior doors, stairs, and halls. Again, the stair rails.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good thing to do inside as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll mark that.
And something that I just noticed from looking around your home is that there are some safety concerns just with things laying around on the floor, maybe in your way. So maybe we can consider getting rid of some of that clutter on the stairs and in your walkway paths.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes I'm moving stuff around the house and I just get tired.
Yeah.
And I just kind of leave it there. So
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
yeah.
So for the bathroom, you had mentioned that your method of getting into the shower includes putting your crutches to the side and then reaching for the faucet to kind of pull you in.
Yep.
So I know that that works really well for you, but there are actually some other ways we can go about that. So would you be open to considering some environmental changes there?
Yeah, sure. Like I said, it's been working for me, but if you wanted me to try something new, then I'd be open to that.
Okay, sounds great. Why don't you put some check marks there then?
Okay.
All right, and then your rugs throughout your house. I noticed that they sometimes bunch up together.
Yep. They're not really secured, and once in a while you get the edge of your crutch on them, and just at the right angle, it shifts them around. So.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, maybe we could consider some changes there. And then with laundry, I know that that's down in your basement right now and you have a hard time doing those stairs. So maybe safely accessing your washer and dryer is something that we can consider.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it can be hard getting down those stairs. So.
All right. Well, it looks like we have a good list of things to discuss here. So on the back side, there are actually some solutions to some of those problems that we looked at on the front. So we can go through those now just to consider some changes that we can make.
Sure.
So installing stair rails on both sides and on all of the stairs throughout your home, in the interior and exterior, I think is going to be something that will help you significantly.
Okay.
We can also clear the pathways, obviously, with the clutter to make that more safe for you. So we can install stair handrails on the stairs going down to your basement, but another option is actually a stair lift. It's a mechanical device where you sit in a chair and it lifts you down, up and down the stairs. It's mounted to the stairs and it can carry you up and down. So
Okay.
that's something to consider too.
Sure. Yeah, I think I'd prefer to look at just the handrails first, just out of cost basis. So.
Right. Yeah, I agree. They can be a little bit expensive. So, all right. So in the shower, I was thinking of maybe installing some grab bars for you to make that process a little bit easier.
Yeah, I think that would help. I mean, I'm kind of making my own grab bar, so
Okay.
some real ones would be good.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, we've got a good list going here. Some of these modifications are a little more intensive and will take some time. But next time we can start to tackle rearranging some things throughout your house or making some smaller changes to increase your ability to do your home management tasks.
All right.
Okay, does that sound good to you?
Sounds great.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
In order to promote safe and successful home management, OTs play a vital role in facilitating interventions of home modifications or adaptations. In a study by Stark et al., it was identified that people with a variety of health conditions report that they are dependent in at least one ADL or IEDL due to an incompatibility between their abilities and their environment. In order to reduce the environmental barriers that prevent individuals from engaging in occupations, OTs can implement home modifications for improved occupational performance of clients with functional limitations, as there is strong evidence to support these interventions. Home modification interventions can include an assessment of the individual's abilities, an analysis of the home environment and occupational goals, an intervention plan to remediate barriers, implementation of or support for the implementation of the plan, and training of the client or caregiver to complete his or her daily activities using the home modification environmental support. Home modification interventions are beneficial to, but not limited to, individuals with MS, as improved functionality increases an individual's participation and performance in their home management occupations. In a study by Bishop et al., the majority of home modifications or adaptations identified were in the bathroom, the entryway, the main living area, stairways, doorways, bedrooms, and the kitchen, which are areas most often accessed for occupational participation.
This study, conducted by Gitlin et al. In 2006, tested the efficacy of a multi-component intervention in order to enhance self-efficacy and adaptive coping in older adults with chronic conditions, which includes MS. Outcome measures included self-rated functional difficulties with ambulation, IADLs, ADLs, the fear of falling, confidence in daily tasks, and use of adaptive strategies. Observation was also conducted. So the results showed that at 6 months, intervention participants had less difficulty and greater self efficacy and had higher use of adaptive strategies. These benefits were also sustained at 12 months for most outcomes. Many components need to be addressed to increase life quality associated with home living. Finally, here are our clinical reasoning questions for preparation for the in-class portion and our references.